Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I would like to raise that my guardian is not giving me the right to vote.
Sorry,
I cannot vote.
You can't vote?
I cannot vote.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you've not moved the motion.
Honourable Speaker, I beg to move that debate be cut out in order to allow the Honourable Minister to wind up. I beg to move.
Thank you, Honourable Leader of the House, Honourable Members. I now put the question. The question is that debate on Bill number 23 of 2025 be curtailed in order to allow the Honourable Minister to wind up. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Honourable Minister of Justice.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me start by saying that I know that honourable members on both sides of the House are happy to be here, and I think they're most grateful to His Excellency the President, Dr. Chakwera, for giving them an opportunity to reassemble and debate on an important bill. The amount of participation shows that some know they're here for the last time, so they should speak for the last time. Madam Speaker, the proposed amendment is not advantaging or disadvantaging any candidate or political party. It is an amendment which seeks to cover a wider population of eligible voters who may be prevented from voting on the polling day. I know arguments were advanced about security officers, but those are already taken care of under Section 67(2) of the Constitution, as well as Section 62, subsection 3 of the Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Act. But we're talking about those who are not in those categories, and there are many. In fact, according to latest figures that I have, more than 80,000 voters who registered to vote would be disenfranchised. Madam Speaker, the Supreme Court, as far as I remember, did not make an order on this particular aspect. The order of the Supreme Court, which led to an amendment of the Constitution here, as well as the PPEA at that time, was to do with what constitutes a majority vote for a person to be voted into office as President of the Republic of Malawi, which we amended to make it 50+1 as ordered by the both Constitutional Court and Supreme Court of Appeal. The fact, Madam Speaker, that the Constitution has a provision allowing possibility of Electoral Commission to set up polling stations to enable people to vote earlier or later than the polling day does not preclude this House from providing for an amendment that will allow people who would have been prevented to vote on a particular day, on polling day. So we're talking about two different things here. One is advanced voting before the election date or after the election date, which is in the Constitution. But this amendment is introducing voting on the polling day itself to avoid anybody being prevented from voting on that particular day. And there was also an issue raised by Mzimba East, Mzimba North. I think it was raised as well by a number of honorable members, which showed that there was a confusion in that we're not amending the Constitution here. Supremacy of the Constitution still stands. We're not amending the Constitution. There's no amendment. If we're going to amend the Constitution, it was going to be to Section 67, subsection 2. But we are not amending the Constitution. This is not a Constitutional amendment. This is just an amendment to an act of Parliament. And with regard to, he also made some serious insinuations, I think, to the effect that my senior counsel status can be removed. Let me just say this, Honorable Speaker, that removal of that status is not done by politicians. It is a process which involves the Honours Committee of the Malawi Society. And so these matters perhaps should not have been said without knowledge of processes that take place. In conclusion, I've covered as well Room East on constitutional matters. And in conclusion, as well as Ranjabari has been covered in same response. And so, in conclusion, Madam Speaker, I beg to move the second reading be done today. I beg to move, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Justice. Honorable, yes, I now put the question. The question is that Bill number 23 of 2025 be read a second time. Those of that opinion say aye. Aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried.
Government business bills, committee stage, Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary, and Local Government Elections Amendment.
Honorable members, we are now in the committee stage. Can I get a volunteer chairperson to come and chair the committee stage? Chair for Natural Resources, you have the floor.
See you later. Yeah, I mean, welcome to committee stage. Honorable members, welcome to committee stage of Bill number 23 of 2025. Presidential, Parliamentary, and Local Government Elections Amendment. So far, the Chair has not received any notice of amendment on Clause 1. Therefore, Clause 1 stands part of the bill. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. Honorable members, the chair has received a notice of amendment on clause number 2 from Choro Central. Choro Central, can you pronounce yourself?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I beg to move that clause number 2 be deleted. Clause number 2 be deleted, particularly in section section 74(1)(b), Roman numeral 2. Mr. Chairperson, I beg to move.
Honorable members, before I put a question, let me have consensus of the Minister of Justice.
We don't, the amendment proposed is not accepted. Thank you, Chair. The reason is that this is the very essence of the amendment, is to allow people, representatives of a candidate or of the party to be able to go anywhere to monitor the process and be able to vote there. The whole essence of the amendment is that, to enable those who are away. That is the purpose of the amendment.
Okay, thank you so much. Honorable member for Choro Central, the issue is as straightforward as it is. I now put the question. No, it's not an issue of you responding, but it's an issue of the decision be taken by the committee of the whole House. So I put the question that clause number 2 be amended as proposed by Choro Central. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The noes have it. Therefore, the clause has been defeated. Thank you.
We put the question that the clause stand part of it.
Honorable members, why are you standing? Division granted. Sergeant at Arms, can we have the bells ring for 5 minutes?
Sergeant at Arms, please have the doors closed. Sergeant at Arms, have the doors closed, please. Division, Honorable Minister, so point of order is not allowed unless, yes.
Honorable Chair, the seat for the Minister of Defense does not have the voting right. So we had asked that that be remedied, and I wanted to check if that has been remedied because she's not being allowed to vote. I suspect it's because this seat was being occupied by a previous minister that was not an MP. So it doesn't bring the voting section on this one, even after she signs in. So can you attend to that before we make this vote, please?
Noted, Honorable Minister. I'm advised that if it continues, you'll be asked to vote orally after everyone else has voted. Thank you. Honorable members, please can you sign in? Because if you don't, you will not be able to vote. Some members were complaining that they did not vote. The reason was that they did not sign in. So please make sure you sign in. Honorable members to my left, please take your seats. We are voting. Finally, if you don't sign in, you will not be able to vote. Please sign in. Now closing the signing in. Members, we have 135 honorable members who are participating in the voting. Your voting time is within 1 minute. Now the question is, if you are in support of the amendment, you will say yes. If you are not in support of the amendment, you will say no. Thank you. What? Oh. What?
Voting is in progress.
Where do I vote? I will not vote. Mundi passa mal, Jerry. You will.
Seconds. The remaining time.
Honorable Minister of Defense, how do you wish to vote? Honorable members, the results are as follows. Yes, 38. No, 73. Absent, 4. Abstention, 4. Not participating, 20. Therefore, the amendment has been defeated. It has not passed. I therefore put the question that clause number 2 stands as it is. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried. Honorable members, clause number 3 has no amendment. Therefore, I put the question that clause number 3 stands as part of the bill. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried. Do I put another question?
Just to go and finish this marks the end of the committee.
Honorable members, this marks the end of the committee stage. Thank you so much for your participation.
Bill, report stage, Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment.
Thank you, Chair for Natural Resources, for chairing. Honorable Minister of Justice, report progress, please.
That the bill passed through committee stage without amendments, and I beg to move that the bill be read for the third time. I beg to move.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. I now put the question. The question is that third reading of Bill number 23 of 2025 be taken today. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. No! The ayes have it, and the motion is carried.
Bill, third reading, Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment.
Honorable Minister of Justice.
I beg to move that Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment Bill 2025 be now read for third time and passed. I beg to move.
Thank you. I now put the question. The question is that Bill number 23 of 2025 be read a third time and passed. Those of the opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the bill has passed.
Announcements by the chair to be followed by adjournment sine die.
Honorable member for Rumpi East, you're rising. Yeah, you have the floor. Why are you rising?
Madam Speaker, I would like to register the most important observation. When we are changing the Constitution,
Honorable member, I can't hear.
Or we are amending any law that would affect other people, we should make sure that we are doing this for the love of the country. But if there are other people that are doing it for their own selfish interest, history will judge us. I beg to move, Madam Speaker.
For Rumpi East. Mwanza Central, the last one.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, Madam. I stand to say that the Catholic Church is celebrating the Eucharist Congress at Maula 4 o'clock. May I invite members of the House to attend the Eucharistic ceremony at Congress at Maula starting at 4 o'clock, including you, Madam Speaker, leader of the House, although is at everybody. You are all welcome. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, as I stated in my earlier communication, this meeting was called by His Excellency the President under Section 67(4) of the Constitution. And now that we have concluded the business item on today's order paper, which was Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment, this marks the end of our deliberations. May I take this opportunity to commend each one of you for your attendance and active participation in the deliberations which have led to the successful conclusion of our business item as set out in the order paper. Allow me to take this opportunity to wish each one of you all the best in your future endeavors, including a successful campaign for those of you who are vying for re-election to Parliament. For those who are not standing again for the re-election, I'm wishing you well in your life after serving as a Member of Parliament for the last 6 years or so. It has always been a pleasure to work with you, honorable members. As I indicated on our final day of the meeting of Parliament on 11th April 2025, my work as a Speaker of this Parliament was made easier, enjoyable, and very successful because of your support. Honorable members, this support has also been demonstrated today during this meeting. Once again, thank you very much for this unwavering support to me and my 2 deputy speakers during our tenure of office. At this juncture, it is now my singular honor and pleasure to declare that this meeting adjourned Sunday as this House stand dissolved. And may God bless you all, and thank you very much for your attention.
Usaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.